Thank you, of course, for joining us for round number 2 of the Rich Energy British Mini Bikes here at Lydd in Kent. And our final race with Ben Lord on pole position for the Pitbike Stock 140 Group A from Ryan Tyres, Jim Lovell, Dom Herbertson in 4th, Mick Lord, Ben Clucas in 6th position. 7th was Dan Merrin, Ryan Clark, Ed Peed, Kai Jones in 10th, Shane Hopkins, Chris Heimers in 12th position. 13th was Matt Lockyer from Tom Stanford, Ben Ray, Reese Peacock in 16th, Adam Jamieson and Greg Stretch 18th position, Chris Edwards, Darren Hall, Simon Patterson, Nathan Gardner, Jake Marsh and Sean Betton in what was a very competitive qualifying session. My name's Chris Sora and joined for the final race by Dervin Elaine, who's been out competing on the track today, and as you say, it has been a very challenging track but looks like good fun out there. Yeah,
brilliant track. First time I've actually been here to this track, but it's not disappointed. It's really good racing, really competitive racing. And this race is going to be amazing.
This looks like a good one, I think. Also off the track as well, much like Ellis Park. It's these tracks, they're not just little go-kart tracks stuck out in the middle of nowhere. They're well turned out, proper little motorsport venues, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really tidy actually. It's a really tidy, really grippy track. So yeah, it's definitely really good. I'm really impressed with it.
Much like Ellis Park, I think you can certainly tell that the track owners take a lot of pride in their appearance. Now this race ended in a bit of, I'll say, controversy. They both, it was a racing incident, but trading paint in the first one, and let's see what happens in race number 2. Now what's a bit of a delay on the grid here? They're just sorting out perhaps the positions by the looks of things.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a bit strange now, of course. Let's see what happens here. But just make sure everyone's in the right order, I think. Sort of coming together on that S's section of the first race. Just seemed to be 2 riders going for the same bit of track, really. And
yeah, again, I think someone misjudged the closing speed a little bit on the, as you go over the hump and tip into the right, and just before the left, I think it just, like I said, it creates a pinch point if someone's not quite carried this corner speed that they should have done. So yeah, it was unfortunate actually, because there were, Ben and Ryan are 2 of the top riders in this class, and we want to see them, wheel-to-wheel racing. That's what we want to see.
So say very closely fought in that first race till they went down. So let's hope for some better luck this time round. Just a case of sorting out the starting grid here, I believe. So
yeah, that's Matt Lockyer. He's forgotten what number he's supposed to be, and he did say he was really tired before we started, though, so we will forgive him.
Now you know as well as I do, it's getting past 5 o'clock now. These guys have been racing all day and
3 days.
3 days, of course, including the warm-ups as well. Right. So when you're the last race of the day, it can sometimes, I say, feels like a drag, but it's the hottest day. The track's rough, and you've got to pull it out here. Here we go.
Pulled a wheelie.
So this looks like Ben Lord and Ryan Tyres. These 2 came together in the first race in that racing incident, but they've got away well, and we'll be hoping to get a clean race at the front.
Rich Stevenson's come from the back. I think he's at the back, and he's already taken quite a few positions already, as you can see him going around the outside of someone on the back of the screen there.
So Reece Stevenson a bit further back, looking to make a name for himself. These 2 side by side here, Ben Lord and Ryan Tyres. This is, it went wrong in the first race, but very closely fought. And Jim Lovell getting involved in this one as well. They go down the back straight into the hairpin for the first time. Ben Lord trying to break away, but Ryan Tyres and Jim Lovell. Now these 3 just got Dominic Herbertson, Mick Lord and Ben Clucas in there. Mick Lord in up to 4th place now. Herbertson, Clucas, Dan Merrin, Ed Peed, Ryan Clark in 9th, Kai Jones. Bad start for Chris Heimers on the 151, dropping down a few places, but Ben Lord and Ryan Tyres, he has a look down the inside their tyres. This looks set to be a thrilling conclusion to the day.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, they've raced each other for a while now. They've got very different styles as well. You can see the different lines that they take and the corner speed differences, etc. So, this will go down to the wire if they can keep it. Both can keep it on 2 wheels.
So very evenly matched riders here, as Lord, just as best he can, tries to go a bit wider, get the exit speed on the hairpin. Right on his tail over the 55 of Ryan Tyres, and Tyres again cutting to the inside into the hairpin. Nope. But Lord had the line there, and Tyres having to fight back. Now this could be a bit strategic here. It's just a case of trying to test it out maybe and just see where he can maybe get a wheel in there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll definitely won't want to let Ben get away. So he's definitely going to be looking for an opportunity to push past him. Especially through this right hander coming onto the straight. This is where if Ryan can get a good run on him. No, just
quite there.
But he holds that tighter line around the corner, and he's right back on his wheel, just looking for any opportunity to pick him up or show him a wheel up the inside.
Jim Lovell just watching in third as Ryan Tice squares the turn almost into the hairpin, and again tries that inside line, doesn't quite work. Lovell third, Dominic Herbertson fourth, Ryan Tyres with the fastest lap of the race, running a 42.893, so even at this latest stage of the day, still some good lap times out there. Jim Lovell, the 97, just watching in third place. Any kind of a mistake between the top two riders and Jim Lovell will be right in there. Let's just run through the rest of the field. Dominic Herbertson, Mick Lord, Ben Clucas, Dan Merrin, Ed Feed, a bit further back, Ryan Clark and Kai Jones on the edge of the top 10. All of the action here, though, is with Ben Lord and Ryan Tyres. These two collided racing incident in the first race, but certainly making up for lost ground in race two. Oh, Tyres looked a bit ragged there, but he's really pushing it through there. First hairpin to try and close up on Ben Lord. And this is almost a case of almost just trying to find an opening, really, and seeing where he can maybe make some ground.
I think that on that run to that chicane, it's going to be tough for him to get up the inside, because Ben will literally just chop the front of his bike off, because he's in the right position. So I think Ryan's going to have to try and line him up onto this back straight.
Let's see Ryan Tyres down the back straight. He goes into the hairpin. Lord has got the line into the corner as Tyres has a look down the inside. Jim Lovell still there in third, but losing a bit of ground. There's the number 97. And again, Ryan Tyres a bit wider into the entry of the corner, just trying to get the exit speed almost.
And Rich Stevenson's up to 6th on the back.
Great ride from Rhys Stevenson up to 6th place, but some trouble further down the field. One or two riders going down. I'll have a look on the lap charts. I think that maybe Dan Merrin, I think. Yeah, he's all right. So Dan Merrin hitting trouble on the final corner. He's okay, gets back onto wheels. Yeah, Rhys Stevenson up to 6th place, and this is against some of the big names of BMB racing as well, experienced riders.
Yeah, he's doing really fast lap times. He's come from the back again. He flies on it. He's got a mini pit, so he's flying on that thing. Some other good shout outs for some other guys going really well. He's doing Jake Marsh, it's only his second ever race. He's currently in 20th place, but he's sticking with guys with lots more experience. He's riding really, really well this weekend.
Rider further down the field, just dropping off the side of the track, and hit some mechanical trouble, but not affecting the race as we see this battle for the lead. And Ryan Tyres looks quick into the entry of this corner. Now, I think here Ryan Tyres hit the back wheel of Ben Lord in the first race. He does seem to carry a lot of speed into that S's. It's very close to at the field here, but Ryan Tyres does look quick as into that left, right, left S's.
He does carry a lot more corner speed through that section. And anywhere where he has to be on throttle early, you can see he's really aggressive on the back wheel of Ben. But I mean, Ben's again, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's making himself as wide as possible, hitting all his points, and as long as he stays consistent.
Both riders, incidentally, picking up the pace, because we've got Ben Lord with his fastest lap of the race with a 42.4, and Ryan Tyres' fastest lap of the race, 42.362. Both these riders really picking up the pace here. They're pushing each other on as, let's have a look again into the hairpin. Tyres having a look with 5 laps to go. Here we see the 1, 2, 3, a bit further down the field here. And that's Rhys Stevenson, isn't it, 1, 2,
yep.
3, yeah. He's
coming. Ryan's got a good run on this one. It's not showing it on the screen, but he's got a good run into the chicane.
Let's have a look.
Ben's held it. He's held it still.
So Ryan Tyres still quick as we look at the 1, 2, 3 up 4th place, I believe now. He's got past Dominic Herbertson. So Rhys Stevenson, one of the young stars of British minibike racing. He started at the back, didn't he?
On the screen now, he's up to 4th. I think somebody else may have come off at the bottom, but he's rejoined the track. I'm not sure who that is.
Is that 254, I think? That's Nathan Gardner hit some trouble, didn't he, before?
Right, okay.
So Rhys Stevenson charges on, still got this battle at the front between Ben Lord and Ryan Tyres. 3 laps to go as we look down the back straight. There's Rhys Stevenson. The leaders heading towards the top of the circuit now, and they are starting to approach some slower traffic. Here they are. Still Ben Lord leading from Ryan Tyres. 3 laps to go as Tyres has a look down the inside. They are rapidly closing on, I want to say back marks as such, but these are very quick riders.
The mid-pack, it just shows how fast that they're going, and they've pulled the country mile from 3rd place. So, you know, this is where it's going to get interesting with 3 laps to go. They will catch them.
And this is tough here, no blue flags, and of course these guys, they're about to lap in the midfield. They're having their own race, so they're under no obligation to get out of the way either.
They won't expect these two to be coming through like a freight train, I know that much. But they're on them so fast.
This is a very fast pace in the front. They are starting to approach and lap some very serious riders here. Ben Lord and Ryan Tyers, Jim Lovell a distant third place now, closing on by Stevenson in fourth. So this is all about Ben Lord and Ryan Tyers. They picked their way towards the midfield battle. 1.5 laps to go. That's the 8.37 of Sean Benton, currently in 21st place, who's just been lapped. So the riders on the edge of the top 20 will fall a lap down, and they're having their own midfield battle here. 1.5 laps to go. Now this could be the stage where Ryan Tyers could make his way through. I'm sure that Ben Lord will have other ideas as we head towards the last lap, and they're now in the midfield. This is going to be tight. Oh, look at that, Ben Lord, even 2 wheels on the grass there to squeeze through. It's going to be hard here for Ben Lord because he's the race leader. As soon as they see Lord coming through, they recognise the rider, they'll know that faster riders are coming through.
And the other thing is they come through so fast, you don't even feel them come in. So before you know it, they're going past you, and it only takes you to see them coming and move, and Ryan could be going one way and Ben could be going the other. So
Simon Patterson just saw them coming through there. He's 17th. He lets them go through. Last lap, last corner. Ben Lord still leads, but it's all going. Oh, it's going to be tight on this last corner. Slower rider in the middle there, but Ben Lord just about crosses. That was the number 6, Tom Stanford, still there in 16th place. Ryan Tyers second. It's going to be Jim Lovell, I think, in third. Almost certainly a little bit of time for Reece Stevenson, but running out of track. And Ben Lord and Ryan Tyers, that was exciting there because we've got the 17th place rider, we've got Tom Stanford on the track, entitled to the racing line because he's having his own race.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't even know that they were behind, and you know the amazing a strong wheelie game there from Ryan Tyers. Yeah, he'd be disappointed not to have won that, but you know, Ben rode a great race. You know, he led it and he kept Ryan behind. He's an aggressive, strong rider, so you know, it's good to see. And the good thing is they all give each other a thumbs up after and say well done, and there's a lot of respect between the two of them. So.
Well, Ryan Tyers in second place there, but he still knows where the cameras are to do the posing, I think, there, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to have to speak to him to teach me how to do one of those. It's pretty amazing.
Very stylish there. And that's the thing, it's great to see when you see them coming through because, oh, yeah, thumbs up, and that's the first, I mean, you see that racing accident in the first race, and it was, you know, it was...
And the first thing they did is give each other a hug before they picked their bikes up. It's
no needle or fighting or anything, was there? It was just, no. I think they both know it's one of these things, isn't it?
They're both really good, strong racers, and that's the great thing about this sport, the BMB. You know, they go at it hard all weekend, and they finish and they shake their hands.
Well, that's it, and that's after such a close race as well.